And welcome to the LMS Show. My name is Lenny Matthews, seen all around the world on the internet and many states in the union watching the LMS Show. Give yourselves a big hand. This is our resident located at Sisters Uptown Bookstore and Cultural Center. I will not have it no other way. I got to support my people. That's why I got my dashiki on. Got to support my folks. If I don't support my folks, every other ethnic group supporting their own. Why not us? But that's another story for another show, and it'll be long drawn out. And people say, "Oh my God," that's the end of that. We ain't gonna talk about that today. But what we are gonna talk, we have some exciting guests. We have young ladies gonna talk about bed exercise with the interview with me and Cassandra. This is an old friend of mine. She did a couple of shows for me, and she went out and got her own show over there in Manhattan, right? Oh no, over in Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn, yeah. Hey. Jennifer Brooklyn. Gentrification at its best. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing gentrified about this sister. I love this sister. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alicia Patterson. Give it up. Oh, Alicia, how are you?
I'm doing good, Lenny. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right.
You okay? It's good to see you.
Yeah, good. I'm okay. And always good seeing you. Tell us about this TV show. You got nominated over there for an award over there, right?
Yeah, for a Brick Award. Well, the show, it was originally a play, and the play teaches about sound. It teaches the beginning physics of sound, and it's a musical because I'm a singer-songwriter, and so it's 15 songs in the play, and the songs teach about sound and teach about it's a children's play, so it teaches about friendship, all this other stuff, but the main subject is sound. So I took the characters because the kids really love the characters. I took the characters and I wrote more scripts, and I made a web series. And then after I did the web series, I put it on Brick TV. I was able to put it on Brick. So.
Public access. What do you think about public access?
Oh, I love it. It's amazing because I'm not in the show. I'm in the show for 5 seconds. I was at a club one night with one of my actresses, and this guy says, "I know you."
That's strange. When you go on public access, you figure, nobody's not watching. They watch all this other dumb stuff.
He said, "I don't know why." He said, "I know you. I definitely know you because she's in the show." He said, "I know you. Are you guys on TV?" I said, "Oh wow, I can't believe you know me because I'm only on there for 5 seconds." He said, "No, I remember seeing you. It comes on and you're there." I was like, "Oh, okay." But I've been having a good time, and it's really cool to be recognized for something like with the Brick Awards because I never did television or anything like that. So for them to nominate me for something and I've never done it, our partner Perry McNeil, he does we do green screening. He does all the editing and stuff, and I write the show.
The editing is quite a task, though, right?
Yeah.
In what way editing is quite a task? Because you see things, everything's all mixed up, and then they got to be put together.
Yeah. All I do is put it in order, so he knows what scene is next, and then I tell him what I want for the scene because I wrote it, Yes. And then he does the magic.
Yeah, well, it's like the professor. We have our times, but he puts a little magic behind it somehow, and it looks good. It looks good afterwards. What do you think is the future of public access?
Well, it's the sky's the limit. Think of PBS. PBS started off at public access, right? The sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? It could go anywhere.
Also, too, what I'm talking about is like the way it's covered by an outfit. The cable companies cover it, and we had some changes recently you know, they may want to change the ball game up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, some outlets, I won't mention names. They already talk about building a big office. I don't know office in the sky, but
well, Brick has a really big, you know, they have studios in there and everything, but they have a lot of funding, you know, from Channel 7 funds them also.
Oh, okay.
But I don't shoot
No,
there.
we don't.
I don't shoot there. I
Yeah, the
can't.
funniest thing when I do shows for many years, I didn't shoot at the location. Well, I did the first. Probably for the first 13 years, I shot something.
Yeah,
So
I met you.
it was used to be old Paragon studio up in at the time, you know, up in no, this is the first. This is before I went to Saint. I shot up there for those many years. I had a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It is unbelievable. My cast is great. I mean, I have 6 people in my cast, and they're funny. They really enjoy what we're doing.
You mentioned to me that the show is around, like we're talking about LMS shows around the world, especially how technology, you know, you never can imagine this stuff goes around the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like this is one of my actors, Shoji Kumamoto. He plays like the postman of sound. I said the show is about sound. He delivers top secret sound waves. Hillary could have used him actually.
Well, that's another story in itself.
She could have used the top secret sound. Anyway.
I'm gonna get into either of them. So you would have won either way.
But and he has a lot of fans in Japan, right? Yeah.
What time they watch the show? What time the show back in
Japan.
New York?
Where is it? What time is it in Japan? It has to be early in the morning.
Yeah, early morning, like 7 o'clock a.m. or 7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8 o'clock.
You go through the international dateline, right?
This is actually just a very good time before elementary school kids go to school. They're preparing their stuff, and then while they can watch it.
They stream the show. Yeah. He's been written up in papers and.
What? You think star over there? I want to ask you a question. You know, a lot of time in the city, I ain't working for plantation owners no more. How you enjoy working with this young lady?
Oh yeah, I met her the first audition, right?
Yeah, the first audition.
This childhood at the Wave, and then since then, my life in the U.S. is always with her. If I go to amateur competition or so as a singer, she comes to support me, and everywhere I go, she asks me to come to pick me up and go there with me. So always so happy to be there. Always.
That's your son, huh?
Yeah, I adopted him. He's family.
Well, I adopted a couple girls on the outside myself.
See you. It's different, but he's a fabulous singer, and you know, I gave him one of my songs, and what happened was I changed cast, and he stayed with me, so I decided I'd give him his own scene in the show because I was writing the second act.
What?
And I gave him, to me, one of the best songs in the show.
Some people don't give the best people the song, their best song. They say, mine.
No, I don't want to be in the show. I'm in the show, but I don't want to be in the
I
show.
want to ask you a question also too. You say you only stay for 5 seconds, and you know, well, I don't want to cat out the bag. Sometimes I'd rather be behind the scenes, but I got to be in front of the scenes. I know what's going on. What goes on behind the scenes? A lot of people don't realize that. You know, everybody sit back and think you just sit back and everything. You know, I know for myself, I got to sit back and call for the telephone and run people down and all this kind of. You know, it ain't the best job in the world.
Well, you know what? I am so blessed because my cast call me. They get there early. They call me. I'm still coming. I'm coming.
No CP time?
No, they are definitely on point. I don't have any problems. I mean, you know, even with even with the play, backstage is always crazy.
It is crazy.
You know, but they are just calm. I'm the only one crazy. I'm like, you got this? You okay? You okay? They're like, oh, it's calm. We got it. We okay? I'm like, you sure? You hungry? You probably need to eat before we start. You all right? You should get something.
You still sing with your singing group?
Yeah, I still sing with Deja Blue. I also have a reggae band called Fever Rain.
Oh, so you keep yourself.
Yeah, staying busy.
That's the main thing.
This is what I do mostly.
Your heart and soul, right?
This is what I do. I want him to sing for you. Can you sing for you?
Just say a couple of notes. Because they got me on the time.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hit it.
No, when I thought. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can do the chorus. This song is about being a musician. Okay, it's about like when you're on stage and you fly, you know, you feel like it's very exciting. So go ahead, he's just gonna sing the chorus. I'm gonna sing a little bit with him. Go ahead.
When I fly, I can slide down the rainbow, you know. Imagine my surprise when at the end there was no pot of gold. When I fly, I can go everywhere, don't you know? Through mountains and snow, over rivers that flow. When I fly.
Give it a That sounds good. Every time he said, "What's the LMS show about?" You don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's really cool. The songs are doing really well. Everything is doing really well. We got a lot of stuff in the pocket. It's a lot of stuff in the pocket. Let's just say that. It's really cool. Things are really happening. I don't want to say much on TV. But things are really happening for us. And my show. I have a show coming up. Can I say when my show is? My show, my play.
Well, we time these shows run forever and ever.
Okay, but just say when it is. I could have said it already.
You're on the forever tape. That means we sit back here running forever and ever. Even some people say, well, later for you, LMS. And all of a sudden, we still running it.
Okay, I say when my show is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my show, I have, the play is showing on 44th Street between 8th and 9th Avenue in Manhattan at the Producers Club.
Yeah, but that's it. Because,
okay.
I'm on a different public access channel.
August 5th, 1 o'clock.
No, I'm on a different public access channel.
I could have said that earlier then.
No, I couldn't say it at all. They'll take the tape and run me off the air. And so that other place is so technical. I thought they got a little cable out there. I thought they run a network. They run a network up there. Cross the I's and dot the T's. But we have an idea, and that's going to be played forever and ever up there too, right?
Oh no, it's only.
No, you're gonna play forever and ever, right? We gotta keep it. This is a timeless show.
Oh, you're talking about because it's okay. I see.
Yeah, but your cable show, that's timeless. You want to keep that running, right?
Yeah, that's on. You can see that on YouTube also.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's why I have 2 channels. I may not be professionally getting paid, but I know I get around the thing too. I listen to radio and TV. See how they get around things. Oh my goodness. I want to ask you one quick question. We met a lot of people along the way.
Oh yeah.
Your memory of Big King Boss.
Oh, he was my manager years ago, and he was always very supportive, and he was just always very supportive. He always told me that whatever I was gonna do, I was gonna be big. He always felt like I had like a lot of talent. I appreciated that from him, and he was just really a good friend. You know, one of the last things he said to me was like, just continue, because something you're gonna do is gonna really hit. So don't worry, it's gonna happen. I said, Okay, and he said if I can try to take, some people with me. So I'm taking people with me, so that's good.
I think that's so important too. I remember the late Zig Ziglar mentioned that if you help enough people, they'll be taking you along the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have people who are very selfish and they don't want to do that, Mine.
No, I've been doing this business long enough. I'm really ready to let the young people do what they do. To be honest, I enjoy watching my cast do what they do. I have a young lady come from St. Croix. She's been on the show, and she's been on a pilot. She's only 6 years old. And
we got Anthony here. We get him young.
She's very talented, and she, so I really enjoy having the young people come up and do what they do. I enjoy watching them. And, not saying I don't do what I do, but I really enjoy watching them. So.
On that note, I would like to thank you so much for joining us on the LMS show today.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to see. Now I remember, because I would remember. I said, I'm gonna go see you play.
Yeah, you got a seat. You always got a seat.
And welcome back to the LMS show. Give yourselves a big hand. Now, when that other company, when we were running uptown shows, we taking shows up there for many years, and maybe they'll say they kicked us out. You know how big businesses are. And I got refuge in another place for about 11 years. I got to go through all the machines. Oh my God! Sometimes it's a bad taste in the mouth. You're the nice one, but all the other machines, I got to sit back and get everybody used to their ways and their habits and stuff. But I had a good time up there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Heather Over. Give her a big hand. Tell us about yourself. Talk to me.
Wow. Well, I'm happy to be here with you, Lenny. Thank you for allowing me to join you on your show. I was introduced to cable access television by Orlando Calter as I attended City College on Same TV.
Same TV, yeah.
When Same TV was doing their news show. I was one of the first newscasters. I was one of the first newscasters on Same TV. I'll never forget it. Had no experience at all. English major, creative writing focus. And so I just got into the media part because I had aspirations, like a lot of people do, to be on TV. So I decided to recreationally get involved with Same TV, and it took me a lot of places, actually. I had a show called Step by Step on cable access TV for a little while I was there.
Was that in Same, or was it?
That was at Same.
Same, okay.
So I had a chance to hone my interviewing skills, talking to people, inviting them to come on the show to talk about.
Is that sometimes a tough job getting some of these people? It depends, though, right?
It was hard.
Yeah.
But actually, I had a lot of support.
Okay.
So I will say that as a student at City College, and in the learning ground, I call it the cocoon. Back then, Same TV was a cocoon for me in my media experience. So I had a lot of help. But it was quite interesting.
From there, you went into other bigger networks, right?
I did. So I'm a native New Yorker, born and raised in Spanish Harlem. So
there is a rooms in Spanish Harlem.
101st between Park and Lex. So that's where I spent all of my years. And when I actually went to Spelman first.
Okay.
Spelman College. So I was there when Bill Cosby's daughter was there.
Oh.
The first time, and Janetta B. Cole was the president at the time. So that was 1987, 88, 89. I was there for 2 years.
Yes.
And I came back to City College.
But learning from, as you would say, the cocoon gave you some experiences. A lot of people, you other folks today, and especially, in this generation, everybody wants everything just like that. And you didn't get it just like that.
Not at all. I worked really hard. And so I ended up having an internship at CBS.
Okay.
Thanks to the 100 Coalition of Black Women, I got a stipend. I became part of the production of one of the teams there. And that's where they said, if you want to be on the air, you're going to have to come in at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was a single mother at the time. That didn't work for me. So I worked a lot and found out that in the sales arena, the AEs were doing really well working with selling airtime. So
that a lot of people overlook that the sales department,
Well, there was an opening,
Yes.
just happened to come up. So they said, well, your stipend is over, your internship is over. What do you do next? Since you don't want to be on the air, because I was a single mother at the time. So I said, well, what else is open? And they said, you can be a sales assistant. Doesn't pay much, but we have an opening. And I saw what the account executives were doing, and I said, I want to be like them. And I stayed there for 20 plus years.
Give her a big hand. And you see, it's not always talking about, look at me all the time. The people, the folks behind the scenes. I was watching something on the internet the other day, and they was talking about, like, they talking about the basketball players and the football players and all that kind of stuff. They said this: the people who use their minds go to the top. I mean, you figure your people, these basketball players, they get all this money. You get some of this year and get some of next year.
I always say blood, sweat, and tears, always. And I always tell my children that. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. She's 14. She happens to be really intelligent, so she's harder to parent because she's so smart. But my boys, they're doing their things and they're 27 and they're fiscally sound, but they're trying to find their way. But I say it doesn't come short. You better be ready to walk the long road, because the short road gives you short results. So if you want long results, you have to work hard.
Because being on the air, a lot of people say, oh, I don't want no sales job. I don't want this and that and the other. Sometimes a sales job pays off a lot in the long run.
Yeah, but sales is hard.
It's hard. You had to convince people.
It's hard.
I'm not trying to sell the show. Sometimes I convince people. Well, why should I do your show and everything like that? It's crazy. But,
you have to be willing to go with that.
Yeah. You got to go. You got to go along. With the flow.
Yeah,
it's not easy now.
It's not easy, but I had a chance to meet a lot of people, and I worked for CBS, NBC, iHeart, Clear Channel before it became iHeart, Entercom, and now I work for the Times Herald Record in Middletown, New York. So I commute to work every day. But it's a huge publishing company, and I sell a lot of digital media, so social media, everything that promotes a business on the internet, I sell as well.
Do you think this technology is moving in real fast? The information, it's taking over. Like I was reading this thing, they were talking about the stores, the department stores along. They're losing sales. Well, they say they're not really losing sales, but then again, some people still do it on the internet, but it looks like it's gaining up.
It is, and there are highlights and pitfalls to all of it. But I think that the more that we get introduced to it, the further, there's 2 types of people: the people that embrace it or the people that move away from it. If you move away from it, you put yourself in what I call the digital divide, and some people want to stay there and they're comfortable, but then you miss a lot of stuff along the way. So I choose to, not just because of my business, but I want to embrace what is coming. I'm very analytical about why it comes, and then I make choices on that. But I never want to be part of the digital divide, because the digital divide is a huge separator, and you just can't do anything when you're in that space.
Also, too, you met a lot of personalities. How many personalities?
Oh, gosh. Well, step by step, I got to interview Onyx, so that's a rap group back then. But working in radio across the board, I mean.
How's radio?
Oh, well, in California, radio's huge.
It's real huge?
Yeah, it's big. So I sold the hip hop and R&B station. So I met Jamie Foxx, Savant, Jill Scott. I mean, got to meet everybody across the board. I also sold the country station and the light rock less talk station.
How about the talk station? What's the talk
and
station?
the classical station.
How about you? I mean, you working for the IHOP? You work with what's the name? What's that show? Like Coast to Coast AM.
Well, I didn't sell the AM, only sold FM.
No, I mean, it's on AM and FM.
Yeah, I did only FM, but you know, it's interesting selling country and classical and light rock, let's talk, and talking to businesses about the reason why they need to be on those stations to, you know, have their products and services be broadcasted to potential customers.
Also, too, if you're selling to anybody, you have to have a target market, right?
You do. Everything is about who you're trying to reach and why you're trying to reach them.
Because sometimes people say, well, I'm going to put an ad in the paper and I'm going to reach everybody. It doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. You have to really hone into the reasons why you want to reach that audience. And today it's who is that audience? Is that audience on Facebook? Remember I talked about the digital divide? Who is your audience? Is your audience propelled by social media? Is your audience propelled by the newspaper, magazines? You have to understand where they are. And if they are on Facebook and Instagram, then you need to be on Facebook and Instagram.
But it was a good education in itself. But we're telling you start with bronchial, you start small. A lot of people think, well, I'm going to start big. It doesn't work that way. And you don't need a whole lot of money neither.
Once they make a choice, it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. So I think that, the generation that I came from, we were taught that you put time in, you get results. So the generation now wants to do less time, get bigger results.
But sometimes the older generation like that too.
Yeah,
they want something for nothing too.
So the educational opportunity, the teachable moments, they are many. Because as a parent, I find myself saying the same thing over and over again, where I feel like my mother said a couple things one time, and I got it, and I put the time in. I feel like with my kids, I have to repeat, and so that they get it. But it still is really a challenge because technology has created this ambiance of speed. And because of that, the generation now feels like that's the way their life should be, and that's the way their results should be, and it doesn't work that way.